welcome to Yoga with Evan, and we're going to do a fun power vinyasa class today. So we are going to start with our feet together, just in butterfly. Your eyes can be open or they can be closed, and you're just going to fly your little butterfly. You can move your knees if you want to. You don't have to. Core is nice and tight. We're sitting up tall, and just take a few moments here. Just connect with your breath, letting go of anything that's making you feel heavy or stressed. And again, you can just hold your legs still as well. A few more breaths here. One more breath. Go ahead and blink, open your eyes. You're going to scoot back on your mat if you're forward like I was. And we're going to bring our legs straight out in front of us. We're going to start by inhale, mountain pose. Your toes flex towards your face. And then exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Open twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Hands behind, so your fingertips are facing towards the wall in front of you. Reverse plank. You can modify by bending your knees. So you're going to feel this in your shoulders. You can keep your chin tucked if you want to. You can let your head fall back. It's completely up to you, but hold this for just a few moments. Core is tight. If your knees are bent, squeeze your glutes and then tuck the chin to protect the neck. Go ahead and gently lower down, and we're going to go a little faster. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Hands behind, plank or modified. Lower down. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. Twist to your left. Back to center. Reverse. And then go ahead and release down. Inhale, hands high, and exhale, fold towards your toes. Feel that nice stretch. Breathe here. You can flex your toes towards your face. If you can't reach your toes, bend your knees to reach the toes for me. And from here, we're going to add on, gently release your hands and just come to standing on your knees. Hands to heart center and find your breath. Two more big breaths. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your back. Back bend. So you're pressing your hips forward. Magnetize the elbows towards each other. Inhale, back to center. Open twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. Open twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Walk your hands out in front of you. Puppy dog, child pose. Stretch those shoulders away from your ears. Elongate and lengthen. Keep your breath deep and long. Gently walk yourself back in, and we're going to go a little faster. Inhale, mountain. Hands behind your back. Back bend. Inhale, center. Open twist to your right. Back to center. Open twist to your left. Back to center. Walk your hands out in front of you, forehead down. Walk yourself back in and inhale, rise. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. Twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Hands behind your back, open. Inhale, back to center. Walk your hands out. Puppy dog, child's pose. Inhale, back to center. And we're going to move on from here. So you can come sideways. You can go whatever way you want to, but right foot's going to come out. Right hand on your right thigh, reach up and over. Breathe. Hand down. Lift the leg, reach the hand over your right ear. Come back to center, inhale. And exhale, hand down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. And exhale, down. Inhale, back to center. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Just opening up the side bodies. Reach the right hand up and over. Left hand on your thigh. Breathe. Right hand down. Reach the left arm up and over. And we flow. 1. Find your breath. 2. Find your breath. 3. Good. Bring it back down one more time. Bring it back up. Nice. And then go ahead and make your way to downward facing dog. Let your head fall really heavy. Stretch the feet out. And stretch the calf muscles out. Once again, finding any organic movement that feels good to you. And then gently walk your feet towards your hands. This time, palms face up, bend your knees. Palms underneath your feet, the toes come to your wrist. Now begin to straighten your legs. Let your head fall heavier for ragdoll. Again, you can shake out your head, yes and no. So your feet are pressing on your hands and your hands are pressing against your feet. And just relax here for a moment. Gently release the hands from underneath. Feet come together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank chaturanga, or just go ahead and modify up dog into a delightful downward facing dog. Once again, pedal out your feet. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to opposite tricep. Right leg high. Step through, low lunge. Inhale, rise. Woo. Crescent lunge. Breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, palms face down. Squeeze your shoulder blades, your lats. Elongate your neck. And breathe. Palms and fingers are shooting back behind you. Now bring your hands forward. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. Breathe. Nice and slow. Begin to balance on one leg for balancing stick. Reach the arms forward. This is also known as Warrior 3. Slight bend in your right leg, your right knee. Reach, reach, reach. Kick that foot back. Breathe. Step to a wide stance here for 5-pointed star. So your toes are slightly turned in. Bring your arms out to a T. Interlace your hands. Flush the knuckles down towards the earth. Bend the knees, hinge from the hips. Fold forward. Let your head fall really heavy here. Shake out your head, yes and no. If this is too much for you, you can grab opposite elbow, or you can just go ahead and release your hands down to the earth. It's whichever feels good to you. Breathe. You're going to feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes and in the calf muscles as well. If you haven't already, bring your hands back down to the earth. Flat back, halfway lift. Oh, exhale, fold. Walk yourself back to a low lunge so your right foot is back forward. Step back, high plank chaturanga to down dog. Other side. Here we go. Left leg high, knee to opposite tricep. Left leg high, step your foot through, low lunge. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. So hands high to the sky. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale. Remember where we went before. So we have a nice lunge in our front knee, okay? Your toe is spread out. Squeeze your lats. Squeeze your back, palms, fingertips reaching back behind you. Breathe here. Core is tight. Palms reach forward. Imagine you're carrying a beach ball. Pull the core in tight. Breathe and begin to lift. Reach, reach, reach. Imagine you're kicking this back leg back behind you into the wall behind you and reach these arms forward. Core stays really tight. Breathe. Step your foot back, 5-pointed star. Remember, the feet are slightly going to turn in. Take an inhale. Release your hands behind you, interlace, open the chest, fold forward. Let your head hang really heavy. Whew. Should feel really good in your back, stretching in your shoulders, your triceps, and letting your neck fall heavy. Now remember, just like I told you before, hands can interlace here if that's too much, or hands can just gently touch the earth and you can shake out your head yes and no. That's absolutely fine as well. Hands back to center if they're not there already, and inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk yourself back to the top of your mat and step back, high plank chaturanga. Take your time. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Take another deep inhale. Let it out. Exhale. One more time. Deep inhale. Let it out. Exhale. All right, you guys, we're going to go a little faster. Right leg high, knee to opposite tricep. Right leg high, step through, low lunge. Inhale, rise. My body's like, no. Crescent lunge. Arms come back. Bring your arms forward. Go ahead and lift. Step yourself back, 5-pointed star, hands behind your back, chest opens. Fold forward. Release your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Walk yourself to the front of the mat. Step back, high plank, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Opposite elbow. Left leg high. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Hands come back, palms face down. Arms forward, palms face each other. Lift off. Nice. 5-pointed star. Hands behind your back. Interlace and open. Here comes my cat. Fold forward. Ooh, hands release. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Come back to front. Step back high to low. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Let's flow one more time. Right leg high. Opposite tricep. Right leg high. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Palms back. Palms forward. Fly. 5-pointed star. Hands behind. Interlace. Fold forward. Release your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Come back to the front of the mat. High to low. We'll meet in down dog. All right, you guys. Left leg high. Knee to opposite tricep. Left leg high. Low lunge. Here we go. Crescent. Arms come back. Arms forward. Take off. Step it back. 5-pointed star. Hands behind your back. Interlace. Fold forward. Oh, release your hands. Halfway lift. Let it go. Walk yourself to the front of the mat. Step back, high to low. Again, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Let it out, exhale. Deep inhale. Let it out, exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Let it out, exhale. Go ahead and drop to your knees. We're gonna go into a little bit of core once again. So I'm gonna go this way. We're gonna do left and right side in forearm planks. So we wanna make sure our feet are stacked. Left elbow is directly underneath my shoulder, and you're gonna come up, and we're gonna do 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and switch. So right forearm comes down, stack your feet. Elbows underneath your shoulder, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice job. Go ahead and come down onto your back. Nice and slow. We're right here. How are you guys feeling? And what we're going to do is reverse crunches. You can bend the knees as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet come down. Press back over to your side, back to your left arm, back to those side planks. We're going to do reach throughs. Okay. Breathe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, switch sides. How are you guys feeling? Should be sweating. Lift up and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down. Come back to sitting to your sit bones. What we are going to do is you're going to do this for 1 minute. So we're going to grab our clocks, reset, okay? You can keep your feet on the ground and you can be right here. Core stays in nice and tight. Lift the feet and breathe. Breathe. Flex the toes towards your face. You should not be feeling this in your hip flexors. If you do, lightly pull yourself up to the back of your legs. Not a death grip. Breathe. You got this. Breathe. You're almost there. You can up level. And you can come here and up. Here and up. Here and up. Here and up. Keep that going. So remember, we can be here or you can be here. Absolutely fine. Wherever you are, keep it going nice and slow. Use your core to bring you back up. One more time. Woo. Lower all the way down. Full body stretch for me. Deep inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Take another deep inhale. Let it out. Exhale. One more time. Deep inhale. Let it go. Exhale. Our finale for core, bring your knees to your chest. You're going to start rocking and rolling up to the top, okay? My surprise for you is 1 minute of a forearm plank. And then we get a stretch, cool down, which is going to be the best moment. So if you have your clock, you can do it with me. Here we go. Go on and get down. Squeeze those glutes. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Tight. Breathe. You can rock back and forth, but keep it tight for me. Breathe. We've got this. Gaze down. Abs tight. Glutes squeeze. Press your heels up against an imaginary wall. Breathe. We got this, more than halfway. Breathe. 20 more seconds. Push those forearms into the earth. Your back should not be hurting, otherwise your core is not tight enough. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Sphinx pose, just like the Sphinx in Egypt. Your forearms come down. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. You're gonna feel that nice stretch in your back. You guys, that was really good. And I just want your heart rate to come down a little bit. Whew. Breathe. Nice. All right, let's do a little bit of back strengthening. Then we're gonna go into some hip openers, cool down. So, Cobra. My hands are in line with my nipple line. Squeeze your elbows in. Tops of the feet stay down. You're gonna do little to no weight in your hands. Press the feet down, gaze down, squeeze your elbows in, and breathe for 10, 9, 8, squeeze, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Left ear down to the mat. Relax your shoulders. And you can sway your legs side to side to release your low back. How are we feeling, you guys? You're doing so good. You're almost there. Feet down, come back to center. This time, you're going to interlace your hands, okay? Same thing. Cobra, just a different hand movement. So interlace your hands, gaze down, lift, push the feet into the ground, lift, lift, lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Press your feet into the ground and relax. Release your hands. Right ear down to the mat. Windshield wiper your legs. Release your feet down. Bring your gaze back to center. Let's press up and back to a down dog. Shake it out. And drop to your knees. We're going to go into a hip opener. This is called frog pose. If you're a runner, this is going to be a love-hate relationship. So knees are wide. So my ankles are in line with my knees. Forearms, and you're going to press back. And you should feel that immediately into your hips. I am going to have you guys be here for 1 full minute. Excuse me that I use my phone. So relax your neck. Breathe deep. You should feel this immediately. If not, keep pressing those hips back, but your knees and your legs should be pretty wide. And take in a few breaths. We're stretching everything out, letting everything go, and just breathe. You guys did so good. You're welcome to also grab a drink. if you need to. Almost there. And make sure if you need to, you can double fold your mat this way. I should have told you that in the beginning, for underneath your knees. Almost there, you guys. Less than 10 seconds. All right, gently begin to bring yourself out, nice and slow. We are gonna come to knees together, embryo pose. So forehead comes down, hands, palms face up behind you, and just let go for a minute. Gently walk yourself up. What we're gonna do is bring our legs really wide. So right here, flex your toes, press yourself even more forward. So flex the toes towards your face. You're gonna bring left hand to left toes, and you're gonna reach up and over. So this is working the side body, and it's also stretching out your low back, and it feels awesome. So just breathe here. Take a few more moments. Come back to center, and let's switch sides. So right hand to right foot, flex your toes, and stretch the left hand towards your right toes. And you're gonna feel that stretch through your side, through your low back. If you cannot reach your foot, feel free to bend until you can. You can even use a band if you need to. That's absolutely fine. A few more breaths here. Come back to center, flex those toes, and I want you to come forward. Let your head hang really heavy, and just let go for a minute. You should be feeling that stretch right in your inner thighs. Then gently walk yourself up. Nice and slow, make your way onto your back. Nice and slow. Bring your knees into your chest once again. Maybe just rock side to side. And this time for a supine twist, I'm gonna have you guys bring your arms out to a T. Drop your knees to the right, keep both shoulder blades on the ground, and gaze to your left hand. You can bring your right hand onto your knee or leg and continue to push down and twist if that feels good. Deep inhales and exhales. Bring your knees back to center. Arms still out to a T. Drop your knees to the left as you gaze to your right. And again, you can bring that left hand onto your right knee and continue to pull your knees down. If you're just happy where you are, then keep them there. By the way, if your knees don't touch all the way to the ground and your shoulder blades are coming off the ground, I want you to put a block underneath your stacked knees. So you would place the block, I'm coming back to the other side, you'd place the block right here to help keep your shoulder blades down. If you haven't already, go ahead and come back to center. Give yourself another squeeze. Bring your feet down to the mat, hip distance apart with your feet, hands down by your side, and I'm gonna have you lift up into a bridge pose. Interlace your hands and walk your shoulders underneath a little bit more. Squeeze your glutes and breathe here. Gently bring it down nice and slow. Bring your knees back into your chest and rock side to side. And then for your final Shavasana, bring your feet as wide as your mat, get comfortable. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Palms are open to receive. And we're going to take 10 breaths together. Deep inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Five more breaths. One more. Gently roll over to your left side. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana. Press yourself up. Come to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a great day. Namaste.